Good morning, welcome back. If you're new around here, my name is Kirsten. I buy and sell vintage antiques secondhand. Anything I think that I can sell online on eBay, on my website, or in antique centres. And it is 5:30 and I am off to the car boot. I'm flying solo today. Darren's away and I don't enjoy it half as much when I'm on my own. But let's go. Let's get going. That was hard work. It's 8:30. I did manage to get some stuff, but not as much as normal. But then there's only one of me today, so but I cut my finger or my thumb and it just wouldn't stop bleeding, and so it was really difficult to look at anything without picking things up, getting blood over everything. Luckily I'd got a tissue in my pocket so I could keep like holding it. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. Really annoying. Anyway, it's 8:30. I need to go home. I need a coffee and the dogs are all alone. So I better get moving. Home to happy dogs and our neighbours, which Benji doesn't seem to have noticed yet. They came the other day. They've been a few times. They're still a little bit nervous. Oh, they're all coming across now. I don't think Benji's noticed yet. They've already got brave. I had some breakfast, had a sit down and a cuddle for half an hour. Benji wants to go back out. I'm sure he probably wants to bark at the cows, but he needs to get it out of his system. Can you go and chase the pigeons, please? Ed, go and scare away the pigeons. Thank you. Oh, I'm tired. I need to get all the stuff out of the bags and work out how much money I spent. There's the bags. Oh, what's inside the bags? Let's get it all out and have a look. There we go. It was a Denby heavy day. I got a whole load of Denby cups and saucers. Thanks, Ed. I got some Denby plates. Thanks, Ed. A Denby teapot, a little Denby jug. From different people, so yeah, it was a Denby heavy day. I've now got Benji on my knee. Oh dear, these dogs. Because Darren's away, they're just missing the company, and they just yes, you just want cuddles, don't you? Lovely little chest of drawers there. Nice basket, funky teapot. Stop licking me. Yeah, a couple of sets of salt and pepper shakers. Randomness as usual. Wow, what is it? I don't know what you want. What? What do you want, mister? Food, probably. It's too early for food. You two are just hooligans. It's beautiful this morning, but we've had some quite interesting weather. So I planted out all my things under the fruit trees and that, my zinnias, phlox, all sorts of things. And then in the last week we have had wind, rain, frosts, hail, really heavy hail. So we'll have to wait and see how the plants stand up. To be honest, they don't look too bad. It's just my zinnias look a little bit sort of yellowish. but I'm hoping they'll come back. But this border's looking beautiful, and my lupin that I showed you last time is just about to come out, and there's some beautiful alliums. It's really filled out, and as I say, all the other plants that I planted seem okay, so fingers crossed. I do need to go in my greenhouse and do some watering. Look at those beauties. Whenever I stand and look at a flower bed, or Darren and I are discussing something, pointing at a flower bed, Jenny decides she has to walk in it. So you can't stand and talk about delicate plants because she will just step all over them given the chance. I don't know why she does it. She's always like, look at me, look at me. So I hadn't really planned on being in the garden today, but it is absolutely beautiful. So what's the plan? I did cut down the clematis again because it was creeping up into the guttering, so I did that the other day. But we took all my pots inside, so I need to look at the weather forecast. Do I bring them back outside again? Oh, Benji's off. Oh, he's a really red salvia against this one. It's a lighter pink. Oh, it's my first cosmos flower. Excellent. And this fuchsia is covered in buds. So I need to water some of this, but also prick out some of this. I think my, what did I call, I keep forgetting what it's called, Nicotiana has finally started growing. So fingers crossed I might get one of those. I might move it to the top so it gets more sun. I definitely need to sort out the watering of plants in there. One of my fuchsias isn't looking too good. Hang on. Look, nasturtium flowers are starting to come out with the salvia, but this fuchsia, I don't know, it just doesn't look quite right. I'm not sure what's wrong with that. I love how these have made the ground erupt as they've come up through the soil. What is it? Purple beans. Rhubarb. Oh, fantastic. Got tomatoes. I better water some of this. Right, better get busy. Also, how beautiful does this lettuce look? Isn't this gorgeous? This is like the red and green one. This is spinach. But look at this one over here. Look at that. It's incredible, isn't it? Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. It's literally just clouded over in the 30 seconds that it's taken me to walk inside. I'm exhausted today, really tired. I get this waves of energy, but at the moment, today, not got a lot. So it's going to be a bit of a plodding day today. But I wanted to say some thank yous. I've got it written on my notes down here. I may have already said thank you to some of you, but saying it more than once, it's not a problem, is it? So thank you to Rosalind, Valerie, Kirsten, Gary, Norman and Patricia, Dawn, Helen, Lisa, Frances, June and Jacqueline for ordering on my website. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And I also appreciate it when you leave me likes and comments on my videos or on my social media. So I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and Threads. And if you could, whenever you see one of my posts, just give it a quick like, because it doesn't take you any time and it costs you nothing. And it just really helps. Because I'll give you an example. If I put a picture of Benji on, I will get maybe 30 likes. If I put a picture of some of my stock on there, I might get 5 or 6. But it just helps to promote my pages if you could just give things a bit of a like and or a thumbs up, or a comment is even better. But some of you will know my friend Bex. She did do YouTube for a while, but she's mainly on Instagram. And if you go over and follow her Neurodesigned Instagram page, you'll see that she's doing a giveaway. So go and have a little look. I will put a link in the description box below if you could go and give her a follow and do the things, and you're in the chance of winning a necklace that she's made. I just had a little bit of a mini rant. It wasn't even a rant, but about a comment. And you know what? I've deleted it. I can't be bothered. Just, you know, think of if what you're saying needs to be said. Let's just leave it at that. I've gone down a bit of a rabbit warren. Is that it? Rabbit hole? Anyway, you know how the algorithms are. You look at something, it will show you similar things, etc., etc. And I saw this Lucas Jones guy, his poetry, and I really, really liked it. And so then, of course, they started showing me other poetry stuff, and I've never been a massive poetry fan, but I do really, really like that sort of style of poetry. And so if you haven't listened to any of his poems, go and have a little look. I'll leave a link in the description box below to either his Instagram or his Facebook or something. But then there's others that it takes you, as I say, it takes you onto a one. So there was another one called Dan Whitlam, was a similar kind of thing. And then I saw that I don't watch sort of mainstream telly much, but Sonny has got onto Britain's Got Talent. Now Sonny, I've watched for a while on YouTube because he sells at car boots and stuff. He's a bit of a wheeler dealer. And he's a really, really interesting character. So we've watched his YouTube for a while, and then saw that he was on Britain's Got Talent doing a poem. So that's sort of weird that it's come around at the same time that I've seen these other blokes doing poetry and then realised that he was on that as well. So yeah, go and give Sonny some thumbs up as well. Right, sun's come out again. I better do some watering before everything dries out in my greenhouse. I think I'll get the pots out. Let me just check the weather forecast. And then I will try and keep the dogs happy. That's the thing when Darren's not here. They just follow me around instead of following him around. And obviously the other thing that we've had going on, Darren's dad's funeral was this week. So it's been quite an emotional week. But it went well as you can expect a funeral to go. Everything was nice, and you know, nice to see people and to remember him and that kind of thing. So it went as well as you can expect it to do. And Darren's gone away with his mum and his brother for a few days. His mum and dad had booked a weekend away in Norfolk, and obviously she was thinking of cancelling it, but then Darren and his brother have gone with her instead. So that's where he is this weekend. Yeah. Let's do some things. Let's get moving. So the weather forecast is saying no significant frosts coming up. So first things first, let's get those pots out, and then let's get everything watered. And the other thing I did notice the other day was, although we'd had a lot of rain and hail and stuff, and the garden had really good water, my sweet peas, which are right next to the house, the soil underneath was really, really dry. So I need to give them some more water. These down here, the soil was bone dry, even though everywhere else in the garden was wet. So I need to keep an eye on that. Oh, and I noticed this morning there's a bud here, so I'll be able to tell what rose it is. So that's good news. Something's been eating my plants, look. I think it's the pigeons, because I don't think rabbits are getting in anymore. Mind you saying that, that looks like it's been proper chopped off, doesn't it? What do you think, Jen? See what I mean? The minute you start looking at something, get off there! See how they've gone slightly yellowy? And like there, I think it's from that hail the other day. I wonder if they'll survive. So I've watered and I've done the essential poo picking that needs doing daily. got all my pots out, so that's good. We did go to the car boot last Saturday and I haven't done a vlog since, so I'll pop in my little haul now. This is our Saturday morning haul. Little collection of things. I've got 2 helpers for some reason. I've got Benji sat on my knee and Eddie lying down here. Yeah, some nice plant pots, some glassware, vases as usual, tins, and a couple of bamboo shelf things and brass candlesticks. I will sort through all that lot in the next week or so. So I've got some bits and pieces out that I'm putting on my website. Some of them are already on there. I think mostly I've put these on already. I just need to make them visible. A couple of things that I did shorts on. So those are already on there. So there's this. Oh, you're a little bit wonky. Maybe that's better. Paper mache, beautifully painted with irises and flowers. What is it? I think I've had one of these before. Now, I think it's probably for putting incense sticks in, but then why would you have multiples? Or possibly a hat pin stand. But if you know for sure, let me know. But how beautiful is that if you collect paper mache? Beautiful, beautiful. It's only £6. So it's worth it for the mystery. And you could have this as a little talking point for when your friends come round. If you have dinner parties, if you're sophisticated, then you can go, little dinner chat. I've also got this paper mache candlestick, pretty, orange and gold on black, really gorgeous. Again, £6. So that's a bargain. I told you I'm going to try and collect paper mache this year. I've put a section on my website, paper mache. So when I find nice bits, I'm going to pick them up. I've got these 2 little, tiny little mini cloisonne vases. Gorgeous. I've done those 2 for £6. What a steal. £6 for those 2. Oh, that was the other thing that I did the little short on. The little mini dictionary. So you can go and watch the video, but basically it's a little mini dictionary and it's got a little inscription in the front. To Mary with love from Auntie Mabel. And it's got a little M there on the popper shut. So there's that one. Oh, that is £6, my favourite price. Stop stepping on things, Eddie. Done that. Oh, these are cool. So I've got some little shot glasses. Can you see? These got the iridescence to them. So there's those 2. There's those 2. And there's those 2. Aren't they cool? Little multicoloured ones. Those are £8. I've got this little cocktail fork holder. Guess what I picked up today? Little cocktail fork holder. It is very slightly different. So it is the first one, this one, that's on my website. And that is 15. So that's that. But how cool would that look if you've got a bar in your house or your man shed or your garden bar or whatever? That would be fabulous for your olives, your glacé cherries. This is a modern thing, but still very, very cute. It's like a dove. This is like white glass, and then it's the metal. It's got a little bit of leaf there in its mouth. Just needs some sort of string or whatever to hold it up. But that's really sweet. That is not on my list. You'll have to go on my website to see how much that one is. Then I have I bet half of things aren't even on here. A little bud vase, cut glass, really nice quality. There's the underneath. just perfect as we come into spring and you're picking all your little flowers. Again, if you've got the short stemmed sweet peas or anything that breaks off, bud vases are ideal. So that's a really pretty one. That is on my website, but I can't remember the price. Again, beautiful, not particularly old, but it's a puzzle box. So I don't want to spoil the surprise how you get into it. But inside is a little velvet spot where you could put a bit of jewellery or something. And this is all. It's a helicopter. I can still hear it, so I'm hoping he doesn't stop barking again. This one's 5 and this one is 8. I found those on my list. And then I've got a couple of Quality Streets tins. Can't beat Quality Street tins. These are £6 each. So there's this little one, but with this doll on. I've not seen this one before. And then it's got all these dolls around the outside. Isn't that cool? Love Quality Street tins. I think I've got about half a dozen on my website now. And then there's this one, the more traditional one. This one has got quite a lot of scratches on. Can you see? But still, superb. I just think there's something about the style of Quality Street tins that's really, really cool. So both of those. And then I've got this. I don't think this came on this. I think somebody's stuck on this sort of Art Nouveau picture. But this is Waddington's lexicon game. There's rules, and then there's all the cards, which are letters, which again I think could be, if you're into crafting, I'm sure there must be a cool thing you could make out of all these letters. If you don't want to play the game, that is. So that's on there, and that's £5. And I think that's all the bits that I'd picked out for you. More stuff from today's haul will be going on soon. My sister-in-law bought me some beautiful flowers. Aren't they beautiful? So the plan is these 3 and I are going to have a snooze and a cuddle, because I think that's what they need. They just keep staring at me. I'm going to round up the vlog. I'm going to have a snooze. Anyway, look after yourselves, take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Say bye. Thank you.